So after some doing, I've got this three-dimensional design of a coil spacer. The reason it's a little bit higher in the center is because I'm not 100% certain on the dimensions, so I basically want to have that centerpiece kind of holding the coil in place, and of course it does come down on an angle, kind of a rounded bit right here, so technically the coil should sit pretty nicely. This is 3.5 millimeters thick. This stuff is pretty damn strong. It shouldn't really have to have much strength for movement side to side, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is an experiment. It could fail. The bottom is tapered, so you'll notice that the bottom's a little bit narrower, both on the outside and on the inside, and that's because the spring itself is obviously not that wide, and it needs to fit in the cup. From the center of this to the very bottom is exactly 2 inches, and then the outer diameter here is, let's see, 75.563 times 2, which works out to 151.126 millimeters. That should be more than enough. The springs themselves are supposed to be 146.2 millimeters, but different manufacturers, they might vary a little bit, so I decided to make it a little bit bigger. Same thing on the inner diameter. So that circle there is 57.1 millimeters. 7.1 times 2 is 114.2 millimeters. Now, as far as I know, they're supposed to be 118 millimeters inner diameter. So we got some play both directions, which should be okay. Next thing to do is to send this to my slicer software and print it out. So this is the slicer software. I'm going to go solid, so you'll see what I have on my slicer settings here. So 0.35 millimeter slice thickness. I'm going to have 6 vertical parameters and 6 solid layers for the top and the bottom. Infill is going to be at 100%. All right, temperature, I'm going to be going 235 degrees for the head and 50 degrees for the bed, and I'm going to be using PLA Plus from Duramic. It's basically this stuff right here, so Duramic 3D PLA Plus. This stuff has something like 3,500 pounds per square inch of compressive strength, so hopefully that'll be enough. We'll see.
Alright, well, we got about a ½ inch down there, maybe a little more than a ½ inch. It's looking pretty good. It's the first time I've done a completely solid print.
Alright, so check it out. 3D printed 2-inch spacer. Fits perfect. Surprisingly, because I just got measurements off the internet and winged it. And yeah, we are now taking the shock out, so we're going to replace that right away as well. We'll see how she looks. Alright, first one's in. It fits. Yeehaw! Doing the other side now.
So do I get like a warranty if I end up on the side of a broken spacer, or?
Alright, all of the weight is now on a bunch of 3D printed plastic spacers. Looks like they're seating quite nicely. It made a little bit of a clunk as we put it down, so I think it just seated in there alright. So, and we actually dropped the vehicle, all of the weight, right on there just to see how it would go, and it didn't even creak. It was perfect. So far, so good. Oh dear.